To factor completely, the first thing you always want to check for is a GCF, or a greatest common factor. So if I look at my original problem, I'm first going to pay attention to the numbers. So I'm going to look at the 5, the 10, and the 40. And I recognize that all of those numbers are divisible by 5. So I know that I have a greatest common factor of 5. And then if you look at all three terms, each term has x in it. So I can take out the x that has the smallest exponent, which is this one all the way on the right, x to the first. So I'm going to factor out 5x. And then to figure out what's left over, what I'm essentially doing is I'm dividing each term by 5x. So I'm going to write that in red. I'm dividing every single term by 5x. If I divide 5 by 5, my coefficient there turns into a 1, which means I don't need to write it. And then if I cancel out one of my x's, that would mean my exponent left over would be x squared. In my second term, I know that it's going to be plus, that's not going to change. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then this x would cancel out one of those, leaving me with x to the first, so just 2x. Minus, and then 40 divided by 5 gives me 8. And the x's cancel out completely, so my last term won't have x in it. So that was step 1. I've taken out my greatest common factor. Now step 2 is to see if I can factor further, and I can. This trinomial that I have here written in red is an easy diamond problem. So I'm going to be able to factor that into 2 sets of parentheses. So I want to go down here to the bottom. My final answer is going to be 5x, which is the greatest common factor we took out at the beginning. And then when I factor what's written in red, that's what's going to go into those 2 sets of parentheses. So I'm going to be doing an easy diamond problem here. So I'm taking what's written in red here. I need to find 2 numbers that multiply to -8 and add to +2. So you can go through and use your calculator. These numbers are small enough, I think most of us could probably figure out it's got to be 4 times 2. And then because when I multiply it's negative, that means one of them needs to be negative. And when I add, they're positive. So that's how I know that I want the smaller number to be the negative. So 4 times -2 is -8, and 4 plus -2 is +2. So what there is written in red is going to turn into the parentheses x plus 4, x minus 2. Now it doesn't matter if you write x plus 4 as your first set of parentheses or your second set of parentheses. The answer is the same either way. So my final answer would be the 5x that we took out, and then the x plus 4, x minus 2.